Not that I owe anyone anything, but I do enjoy sharing, what's going on with my locks and stuff like that. And something that was just really big for me is whenever I look at my locks after they've been washed, I'm like, wow, you are blacker than black. So why not pop on here very quickly to do a short video, but long form, because I've been doing a lot of shorts recently, but this is not going on the shorts part, it's going on the main part of my channel, to say that for the first time in a good few years, I am not retwisting my hair in February. I'm not. So I actually don't know how many times this year, and it's currently 2026, that I will be retwisting my locks. Welcome back to my channel. It's your first time here, then I appreciate you for joining this space where I share all things life, locks and lessons as I am moving through different seasons of experiences. But also, if you're a returning subscriber, then I appreciate you too, of course, because I know I've been around on this channel for some years now, and my content has varied from one thing to the next, and there's no set schedule as to when I post, share. But some videos seem to do really well, particularly the video I did last February, so February 2025, when I shared that it's a personal decision for me to leave my locks alone. I recognize that I have a approach to my locks that many people, I won't say most, but many people don't have. Many people want their maintenance to hold, crave having that fresh retwist look or that freshly maintained look for as long as possible. And I don't necessarily share that thinking or that feeling. I love my fluffy roots, but I also do love a fresh retwist because of what a fresh retwist represents for me. For me, it's a reset, and I've usually gone between 9 and 13 weeks because it's adjusted now, because I think last year, towards the end of 2024, I had a period of time where it was about 13 weeks between one retwist and the next, or one maintenance and the next. So I go on average between 8 or 9 weeks to 13 weeks without a retwist, because I retwist my hair a handful of times a year. So at the moment, for the last year or so, it's been 5 times a year in specific months in the year. And so those retwists happen in a window of 2 to 3 months, depending on what I have going on, how I'm feeling, and whether I want to do it. Like, sometimes I'm like, I'm not in the mood. Like, if I'm honest, the retwist I did recently was because there was a level of programming that I had that I've retwisted my hair in previous Februaries. So therefore, it's one of the months I retwist in, so retwist. But I could have gone longer. So thank you for everyone who has watched, commented, liked that video, subscribed from that video. It is now my most viewed and my most watched, and I think also my most liked long form video on my channel, and I appreciate it. And it's less than 12 months old, so it means a lot. It means a lot. So in terms of this video, it's just to share that I washed my hair today, and you can see that from the droplets. I love washing my hair, and I always find that when I fully cleanse my locks, they are the blackest they ever are. So they seem to pop melanin wise. They seem to really get their color back. So I would say that my hair clearly loves water as much as I do. Loves drinking water, because I feel like washing my hair is like my hair taking a really good, full, deep drink of water. And in February, I would usually wash and then retwist. And just to kind of place you, it's about mid-February right now. But I decided either a few weeks ago or back end of last year, I don't know when, but the month was approaching, and as the middle of the month was approaching, I thought I'm just going to make a decision to just not retwist my hair this month, because it will feel forced. Like, I genuinely don't feel like it's necessary for me to retwist my roots. I also want to give my scalp and the perimeter of my hair, so my hairline, particularly at the front and on the sides, some time to really be stimulated. So that's through scalp massaging, but also from leaving my hair alone. And so if it's not necessary for me to retwist my locks, then I'm not going to. And this is why I say I have no set schedule. So February this year is me embracing, I embrace them anyway, like my frizzy roots, my frizzy fluffy roots, but I'm really allowing myself to consciously connect to the fro that I still have. So even though 9% of what you see of my hair is locked, I am still a loose natural, because that's how the hair comes out of my scalp. And so I want to embrace the fro percentage of my fullness, my full locks, without one, desiring to have my fro back, because I don't have that feeling. I know that some people over the years, people who I first crossed paths with because of their locks and I wanted to learn more, or I felt like their hair was beautiful and I wanted to have it on my feed as like a live active vision board, have since combed their locks out or cut their locks off. So I don't have that yearning to go back to 100% loose natural hair, but I do feel it is important to understand that locks can only come from taking care of the loose strands, which are at the top, before they form. Now, something I do also want to clarify is, well, there's several things I want to clarify, because I still get questions and comments about these things. Is one, there is no product that I use for hair growth. So this is from time, DNA, lifestyle choices, well-being, and if anything, to sum up how I answer the question about how I grow my hair, I would say, or what contributes to the growth of my hair, I would say, is that it's stuff that is intangible, mainly stuff that's invisible. A lot of it's internal work, and then this is the external manifestation, or this is the external result of the stuff I do internally. So as well as what I consume in terms of food and drink, it's also having a deeper connection, understanding of my thoughts and my feelings, and managing stress. I would say there's a lot of things that we are juggling or not, and it creates the chemical conditions of your internal environment, and that then leads to what you then see externally. So if you think of how you react to seeing changes in your skin, know that your hair is very similar as well. So for me, I know that my skin is an organ and my scalp is a part of that organ. It's just covered in hair. And therefore, how can I take care of the organ, which is the skin, so that it produces healthy, strong, full hair through the scalp? And then I can then do the next stage of care, which is the external part. But it all starts with the internal stuff. I could go on and on about this philosophy or these principles that I live by. And I just want to clarify that this is my way of processing things. But I don't look for hair growth in any particular product. I don't. Though there are things that complement, and there are those things that support, aid, and contribute to what I have. But a large part of it is stuff that is beyond the naked human eye. if that is even a phrase that makes sense. So I would say for February 2026, I wouldn't even say put myself in the category of semi-freeforming. I wouldn't say that, because I still like being able to have my grouped hair strands, which is what is locks, which is then the locks that you see, in, you know, sections across my head, and I've got over 70 locks. But I can see why I may somewhat fall in that category. But I don't necessarily categorize myself. I don't pigeonhole myself. I just flow. And I'm very committed, disciplined, obedient to what I believe is the way that I should be caring for myself, and therefore my hair is a result of that. So this February I washed my hair, but I didn't retwist. So a wash and no retwist month. And the last time I washed and retwisted my hair, so every time I retwist, I wash my hair that same day, but not every time I wash my hair do I retwist. And the last time I did a maintenance on my hair was December 2025, and I believe it was like the 13th or something like that. So I'm running at 2 months, which is fine. I've done 2 months before. I usually retwist between 2 to 3 months. That's just the way it works out, but that's not how I set it up. So I just wanted to do a quick video lock update. Not that I owe anyone anything, but I do enjoy sharing, you know, what's going on with my locks and stuff like that. And something that was just really big for me is, and I've been noticing this for the past few years actually, is that whenever I look at my locks after they've been washed, I'm like, wow, you are blacker than black. Like, I already had jet black hair. There are the odd locks that are a bit sun-kissed, and so they're slightly on the browner side, but for the most part, the sun doesn't affect the coloring of my hair, the natural coloring of my hair. But water makes the black pop even more. So when my hair is moisturized and hydrated and all that stuff. But for the most part, I leave my hair alone. My last point I will add, which is kind of a follow-up to the point I made about not seeking growth in any particular product, is that the foam that I use, I'm answering this question here directly. The foam that I use, because many people see this in my videos now, whether it's shorts or whether it's long form, the foam that I use, right? It is a health supplement that is supposed to be consumed, or that's what it was made for you to consume it. And I have consumed it, and I do consume it. But I decided some years ago to use it directly externally. So on my skin, particularly my face, and also because face, skin, scalp, skin, I thought, let me use it on my scalp. So I'm not actually using it or intending to use it on my hair, but I wanted to apply it to my scalp because I already apply it to my face. And I put it inside of a foamer bottle. The foamer bottle I got from Amazon. So the liquid, the product, the health supplement doesn't come as a foam. It's just, I prefer foam to spray or mist. I prefer the consistency and the distribution of foam over spray or mist. So therefore, I take the liquid, the health supplement. I'm not selling this. It's not a product you can just get on the shelves or whatever. And a big disclaimer that I'm not saying that the results for you will be the same. You know, do your own research and all that good stuff. But for me personally, it has been one of the best things to add to my routine, because outside of shampoo, when I'm washing my hair and I don't condition my hair, that is the only product I use outside of water, and then oils. And that health supplement is just a mix of water and oils and like botanical extracts and stuff like that. So I still only use water and oils on my hair. I don't use conditioners, leave-in conditioners. I can't remember the last time I did a detox, which I'll probably do at some point if I feel it's necessary. But I actually want to keep my hair care so simple. And so therefore, for me, that means using as little as possible. And anything I do use is usually something natural, clean, organic. Like you can get it from the earth. And also doing as little as possible. And that's why I say I leave my hair alone. Now, I'm not saying anyone else has to employ those same practices, but for me, that's how I choose to operate, because the last thing I want is for my hair care to feel like a chore. Like I like having the best of both worlds, having locks and still having my loose natural and all that stuff. I embrace frizz. I'm still not trying to prevent frizz. I know people still ask me that about how do you prevent frizz. I don't. Like, it's something that I feel is just beautiful and just adds character to the hair. So fro life, frizz life, no retwist life, but also love the fresh retwist too when it is time for it. Plus, it's cold in the UK. So if I have a built-in hat, because when I was washing my hair today, I was like, ooh, the roots, the new growth is abundant. So I have a built-in hat. So whilst, yes, my head gets smaller when I maintain my roots, I don't need to right now. It's February, it's winter, it's cold here, so my built-in hat. So when it's warmer, then I can maintain my hair and let my scalp be exposed and stuff. But for now, there's no necessity for me to do all of that. So this is where I'm at. So that's what I wanted to quickly share. Like, I do what's right for me, and I've been doing that consistently for years. Now, the consumption thing, the being present with with my internal environment, which then gives me external results. I've been doing that inner work for a long time. So this is what I say is, I would advise, don't look for a product, don't look for a result, meaning like a growth. Don't look for growth in something tangible, something visible, because it's got to start within. Because even if you do something, your discipline and your connection and your consistency with it is an internal thing, because it's your habits, it's your subconscious habits. Like, how are you talking to yourself? How are you treating people? How are you treating yourself? You know, all those things. Because otherwise you're just gonna use that and say, oh, that's not working, and use that and that's not working. What's the common denominator? You. So I'm rambling now, but that's what I wanted to share. So if you do want to see more content about my thoughts, philosophies, principles around well-being as a whole, where I use my locks as a living metaphor or a very visible, easy to understand metaphor, then feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. But otherwise, I'm just happy and appreciate you passing through, and I hope you have a very blessed year. Consistency and the distribution, restock from her stock, basically. See you in the next video, whenever that is.